Hello guys. Yes, we are falling back on the past questions on SURD again. So for 2005 theory part, question 6A, or I'm going to repeat that because I noticed there's one or two corrections that needs to be done. So now we have 2005 question, that's the theory part 6A, which says that's B questions, that's 0.18 times 12.5 over 0.05 times 0.2. Okay, so which is the same thing as, which is equals to, like I said, I moved the point two times. That's it's same thing as 18 over 10, 18 over 100, because I moved the point two times. This one I'm moving it one times, which is this that's 125 over 10. If you use your calculator, you will still fall back to the same answer. All over, that's 5 over 100. I don't want to waste much time because I've explained that in the last impact level. So 2 over 10. Then we have square root. So this is also the same thing as, like I said, I can turn this long division to normal short division, which is the same thing as 18 over 100 times 125 over 10. Okay, then we have 5 over 100 times 2 over what? 10. Everything all over is still the same thing. I'm just rearranging it. So you have 18 over 100 times 125 over 10. Okay, so like in this case now, it's the same thing as divided by, that's 10 over 1000. So that's 100 times 10 give you 10 over 1000. Then you have 5 times 2, you have 10. 100 times 10, you have 1000. Everything all over. So don't forget, in the law of division, under indices, so you can change the denominator. If I want to remove this division, denominator will be at the numerator will come to denominator. So you swap. Okay, this will come here, then this will go here. Okay, and this is the same thing as 18 over 100 times 125 over 10. Okay, times, don't forget, denominator will go up. That's 1000 divided by what? 10. Everything square root. You can see now everything is well spelled out. I can remove this zero. This zero will cancel this zero. This zero will also cancel this zero. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Here now I can say 5 here, 2, 5 here, 2, 5 in 25. That is what? 5. The same thing, you can press your calculator. If calculator is allowed, since it's if it is SSC standard, you can press your calculator so that you won't waste much time. Okay, so but if it is jam standard, you have to do it this way so that at the end of the day you can get your answer. So like I said, I cancel this 0 to this 0, 0 cancel this 0, 0 cancel 1 0 here, it will remain 10. So 2 here, 2 in 10, 2 in 10 is called, okay, 5 here, 2, okay, 5 in 10, that's 5 times 2, 10, 5 here, 2, then 5 here in 12, 2, in 25 is what? 5, 2 here, 1, 2 here, what? 9, okay, you can see now, so the whole thing fall back to 9 times what? 25. Multiplication law, you can split it, root 9 times root what? 25. So at the end of the day, you get what? 3. Then this one will be what? 5. And the answer is what? Root what? The answer is what? Not root. The answer is 15. So this implies that this implies that you must conclude. This is the theoretical part. You need to conclude so that you can get your final answer, because in SSC standard, in WAEC standard, in NECO standard, or in GCE standard, you need to show your working. Don't forget, this is 2005 theory 6A, okay? And you need to show your working on how you arrive at the answer. So at the end of the day, you need to conclude so that you can get your complete, complete mark. So from here now, I can now say that the evaluate of 0.18 times 12.5, okay, That's 0.05 times 0.2 is what? 15. So you've concluded, you get your full mark. So if this mark associated to this final answer is 2 marks or 1 mark, you will get it. So if you didn't conclude like this, at the end of the day, you might miss it, because the target of this online teaching is for you to understand mathematics. It's not for us to start shorting cut, jumping steps and things like that. But at the same time, we're also considering those in JAM, post UME and things like that, so that there are some things you can also do calculation. Like here now, you should know what to do. You should know that, okay, division will change to multiplication. And if division is changing to multiplication, numerator will come to denominator will come to numerator, and which is what we did here. And at the end of the day, we arrive at 15. So we don't want to waste much on that, so that we can move to the next one. So that is that under so 2005, we are moving to 6B, and this is 6B here. They said for B question, that's 6B. So they said 8 minus 4 root what? 18 over, if I'm not mistaken, that's 50. Okay. And they said we should leave our answer. Leave answer in the form of A plus B root. I don't know what's there. Okay, let's say 7. A plus B root 7. So they say we should leave our answer in form of A plus B root 7. So let's assume it's 7. So all you just need is understanding the steps of what you need to do here. So if you look at it very well, you see that now what do they want you to do? A plus B. They want you to leave the answer in short form. Okay, that's addition. You understand me now? So now here, if I want to do, there's nothing like SURD at the denominator. It's very simple, straightforward. The first thing you need to do, you split this. That's 8 over what? 50 minus 4 root what? 18 over 50. Very simple. It's still the same thing. If you take the LCM, if you take the LCM of this, you still arrive at the same answer. So from here, this is the same thing as 8 over 50 minus 4. I can split this. That's 9 times 2. 9 times 2. That's 18 over what? 50. Okay? So now I can say, okay, yes, 2 can go here, 2 here, 25, 2 here, 4. So this is same thing as 4 over what? 25 minus 4 multiplication law. I can split it, square root of 9. You understand? Square root of 9 times square root of 2. Okay? Over 50. Don't forget, this is multiplication. 4 times square root of 9 times square root of what? 2. Okay? So this is same thing as 4 over 25 minus, what is the square root of 9? That is 3. So 4 times 3 root what? 2 times root 2 over 15. So it's something as 4 over 25 minus. So now I can say, okay, what can I use? I can say 2 here to 25. 2 here what? 2. Okay, 3 times 2. That's 6 root 2 over 25. So don't forget. So in the next topic that we are moving to, we should be dealing with how we can multiply minus and plus, plus and minus, minus and minus, plus and plus, because they are very key. You need to understand them very well. So in this regard, I can say, oh, okay, I can say this is the same thing as 4 over what? 25 plus into what? Minus 6 root 2 over 25. Okay, minus 6 root 2 over what? 25. So definitely, now if I look at this very well, it shows that in the question, maybe because it is a bit tight there, I think in the question, this must be in root 2 because of root 2 that I'm getting here. So we need to change that to root 2. So what we now need to do is that comparing one above, compare one above. Let's say this one is 1. Let's say this one is what? 2. Compare 2 to 1. You need to write this so that the examiner will know what you're doing. Compare 2 to 1. That implies that, okay, let's come here. This implies that, okay, we are continuing this here. Okay, comparing 2 and 1. This is 1, and this one is what? 2. So when we compare this one means that A is equals to 4 over what? 25. Okay, then B is equals to, what is beside B? If you look at it now, root 2, root 2. Okay, root 2, root 2. Okay, so if you look at B, so what is beside B? B is what? Minus 6 over 25. Do you understand me now? So we've left our answer in form of what? A plus B. So here, plus times minus will give us what? Minus. You understand me now? Plus times minus will give us what? Minus. It's still the same thing. But because we wanted to obey, we want to obey the sign that is here before we compare, because we wanted to obey, that is why we put plus at the center. So plus times minus is what? Minus, which is still the same thing as what we have here. So, but because we wanted to obey the comparison, before you compare, you need to bring it to the same format that the question is. You understand me now? So that is how it is now. So compare 2 and 1, you see that A is equal to what? 4 over 25. Then your B, that's the value beside root 2. The value beside root 2. Okay? The value beside root 2. That is it. So it means we cannot split this further. We can't use 2. 3 can go up, but 3 cannot go down. That is why we have to leave our answer like that. So it's very, very simple. All you just need to do is just to follow the steps one after the other. So it's very, very key.